Why are such projects gaining popularity? Because this is integrated development where everything is included. So you have these large park areas, several tennis courts, basketball courts, a few swimming pools, and playgrounds. In such projects, for example, I live myself. My friends also live in such projects. Why? Because these projects are valued. So you step outside and you have absolutely everything on the premises. So there is a separate barbecue area where you can gather with your family in the evening. If you don't have your own terrace, like I do in my townhouse, you can go out here and sit. And this is all combined for the residents of this particular project. In the new project, the developer Deyaar promises us a similarly large park area. When you have a standalone house, your entire leisure area is just on the ground floor, which means, yes, it's a small space and, it's not really comfortable. And when you have such large-scale projects, it's easier to rent out an apartment in such projects because people choose such projects. Yes, family people. And of course, it's easier to resell such an apartment because, well, put yourself in the role of the buyer. You enter a neighborhood like Midtown or Dubai Hills and you immediately feel, wow, how awesome it is here. Everything seems great, everything is cool. You get to an area like Midtown or Dubai Hills and you immediately feel like, wow, this is so cool. I mean, wow, I want to live here, I want to rent an apartment here. These are the feelings I convey to our clients so they understand what kind of real estate they should be buying in the United Arab Emirates right now. Prices are 30% cheaper, which means in 3 years you'll have a similarly great neighborhood. Plus the rent and your ROI will be much higher because new locations where developers are launching new projects are near GVT, next to GVC, and right next to Midtown. To give you an idea, the average rent today in these areas for a one-bedroom apartment for a year is already 90,000 dirhams in good projects. And this, guys, is not a fairy tale, it's reality. I'm just entering the territory of this currently empty plot. Look, so on my left side, all of this will be developed right where these buildings are going up, and there are lakes over there. You see, I'm driving, and on the right side is the lake, and this left part will almost entirely be a park area being developed. So for the residents of this neighborhood, that's just awesome. And now I need to find a place to stop. I'll show you where Deyaar is building their homes. There are 2 small lakes, and around this lake, there's a promenade. Look, you might ask me, Andre, what kind of lawn are you showing us? Yeah, a lawn if you look at it that way. But if you look at it by Dubai standards, all the infrastructure will be developed later. So on the right side, you can see there's also a lake. For now, look, there's sand. The area isn't very developed. But over time, when major developers come in, this area will definitely be developed to the max, meaning it will be built up extensively, creating large park zones. And this is what creates value. The value of the neighborhood itself and the value of the project itself. We're going to walk over there to the location where these houses will be built. I'll show you the plot where the developer will create a big park, specifically for all the residents in this neighborhood. It's like our 2 hills. And it's really nice there, like super cool. So when this place is developed, it will become a favorite spot for all the residents to take evening walks. Look, the lights are already here, but it really lacks greenery right now. I think over time, because there will already be projects here, yes, they will plant trees and everything will look much more beautiful and cooler.
And this part, it turns out this will be a large park area. Part of the ZDR is taking it for themselves and completely turning it into a large park area. There will be tennis courts, basketball courts, large playgrounds, barbecue areas, a relaxation zone, and running tracks. So right here, there will be all the infrastructure for leisure. Can you imagine this big park area is going to be like really awesome? So you just live in your house here, for example, right? You have a project here, 1, 2. There's another project here, for example. Yeah, so it's a big comprehensive development with a park area. 17 minutes to Dubai Marina. This is still before Dubai Marina Mall. So I placed it from here, look, GVC right next to it. You see GVC. Here we have Jumeirah Village Triangle. This is GVT. Just so you understand, here a 1-bedroom apartment is currently being sold by developers starting from 1.2 million dirhams. 1.2 million dirhams is already the minimum price. It's the same in JVT. Can you imagine? Here's the location right next to it. There it is right there. Here and here is for rent. JVC JVT works well because of its location. Not in that direction. Don't argue, not Domakil, just an example. It's as close as possible to Dubai Marina, as close as possible to the Palm. Do you see? And this is the future of this area, which is going to develop a lot now. And here are our lakes. Yes, once the DNR builds here, they will also develop the infrastructure around the lake, making everything look nice. And the rent will be the same as here. On average, I told you, a one-bedroom apartment in a good building costs 90,000 dirhams for a year. Here, the starting price is only 900,000 dirhams. This is just a golden location. Plus, in the future, they promise to build a metro here as well, because we have GVC nearby. And from GVC, a line will go in this direction, and it will pass through here too. I'm going to the developer to show you on the model how these projects look, so you can see for yourself where this park area will be. I think you've already looked at the renders and understood what it's about, right? And of course, I'll tell you about the layouts, what apartments are available, and specifically what their starting prices are. Look, here's the first building. This is Tower A, right? Look, here we have a pool, and here we have a children's pool, right? This is the lounge area. Here we have a barbecue area, and here we have a playground. So it's like an internal community of its own. There are also, look, separate apartments up top with their own pool and private terrace. So if you're interested, you can message me and you can snag an apartment like this for yourself. Also up top, here's what the developer has come up with. We have a barbecue area here, a basketball court, and there will also be a tennis court. And it will smoothly transition into the park area here. And we will also have a barbecue zone. So this green area is going to be quite beautiful. So when you're up there, you'll feel really comfortable. The place is amazing. Plus you have lakes nearby. Here are our lakes. Here we have the promenade, which will be completely renovated over time. They will make it more developed, along which you can just walk or go for a run in the morning. Here it connects, creating a running track. You can ride a bike here because often in some areas there just aren't any places to ride a bike. Well, like that, there are such areas in Dubai. The second house. Here we also have, look, a pool and a gym. Well, this will all be standard for us, right? There's the kids' pool, a barbecue area, and up on the roof, look, there's also a mini sports area and table tennis tables, right? And here's another park area, take a look. These models are not just showing the exact buildings that will be here, they are just placeholders for now. Soon, they will design and change the model to show what will actually be here. For now, waiting for these two beauties. Down below, you can see right away that this is commercial space. Here it is. The underground parking and the entrance area are here. So, additionally, between the buildings, look, there's this alley. It's also well developed and beautiful. Here we have some cafes. For example, yes, you can sit down. This is what the little waterfall will look like. Here's a beautiful waterfall with kids where they can run around. That is, the territory will allow it. It is a small territory, but still it will all be in a single concept and will be very beautiful. And it will blend with this large park. This is the most important thing about this project. Look, and the park is great for family life, plus there are lakes. Next to it is Carrefour. There are also schools and kindergartens nearby. Yeah, there are really no problems with that at all. In Dubai, I actually feel embarrassed to drive to the neighboring district. So never tie yourself to a school, guys. The most important thing is that the school is just 5 minutes away. Why? The bus will come, pick up your child and take them. For example, I live in Dubai Hills and my son goes to school in Warjan and I don't see any problems at all. So, when you arrive, maybe the school in your area won't be to your liking and you'll want to change schools. It's fine. We also want to change schools right now, so most likely Glebka will be studying in a different district. This project is perfect for resale. I'll tell you right away. You might say, Andre, that it doesn't work for resale in a residential area. It works. I can prove it to you right away. If you join this project, I will prove to you that we will earn at least 40% on resale. That's one thing. The second is that long-term rentals will work really well here, guys, because residential areas are in high demand, especially if they are just 15-20 minutes away from Dubai Marina. They are valued because everyone is tied to Dubai Marina, everyone is connected to the Palm for work, right? So it's comfortable for them to live nearby. Therefore, there won't be any real problems with long-term rentals here, especially in such a new complex project. Because in Midtown, when my friends were looking for an apartment, they searched for a long time, and when they were deciding whether to rent or not, the apartments were going really fast. The same thing is happening here. Why are there investments here? The same thing is happening here. Why are there investments here? For example, if we take GVC, why are the prices high there, right? Why choose GVT? Why are the prices there much higher? Because there is already infrastructure there, there are already parks, there is a ready shopping center, and there are already cafes and restaurants. So, the infrastructure is fully developed, and because of that, the value of the area is increasing. But when we just have a desert and there's nothing there yet, there's no real value. The developer understands this perfectly, which is why they offer good prices. Imagine if such a project were just taken and built in GVC. Well, the price for a one-bedroom apartment will be at least 1,300,000 dirhams. The studio will be 800,000 dirhams because that's the current price. GVC, these are the prices we will be moving towards. They bought the studio for 650, and at a minimum, it will be worth 800,000 dirhams when this project is completed. Can you imagine that percent increase? That's the minimum I can promise you because I'm not a magician. If we look at a one-bedroom apartment here, which costs around 900 dirhams, well, about 920, 930, depending on how quickly you write to me, we can manage to buy it at the lowest price. You will be able to sell for 1,250,000 to 1,300,000 dirhams. These are the prices, friends. During this time, you need to hurry up to buy, sell, or buy now to rent it out later and make a profit. Once again, a new area, a new location, a desert, nothing is there. This is the most interesting, the coolest investment option to get in right now. If your budget doesn't allow you to buy in more expensive locations, like Dubai Island or Maritime City or Sinai Island, for example, on the first coastline, the prices there are significantly higher. So if your funds don't allow it, you need to get in here and